Good evening, everyone. This is Stacy from Quantum Artistic. I was just sitting at the computer editing some photos and I decided that I was going to take advantage of my husband and my dog sleeping early tonight. So I figured I'd come in here and I've been kind of thinking about doing a pour with just blacks and metallics. So I'm going to go ahead and just try that out tonight and see how it works. I have these 9x12 canvases. I also have another canvas here that I'll show you what I got here. This is a very peacocky looking canvas. It's really pretty. I just hate the center. And I'm not sure whether I wanted to keep it or not, so I may pour over this tonight. I'm not sure. I guess it really probably depends on, I don't know, just the center really bothers me with the white. So maybe I'll try pouring this one on black with these colors. The green, blue, semi like a mermaid green, and the gold on black, and see if it will keep the peacock effect without this white. So maybe that's what I'll do for the second pour. So we're gonna go ahead and maybe do 2 tonight, or just 1 and we'll save 1 tomorrow for tomorrow. I don't know. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I've got enough for 2 base coats of black. We'll find out here in a minute. So again, 9x12 canvas. I have it set up on those big giant push pins. I'm gonna go ahead and flood it with black. And once I'm done flooding it, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of puddle the metallics, the neutral metallics, you know, the actual metal colored metallics, copper, bronze, old gold, champagne gold, and a metallic black or graphite. I don't know. I'm probably not going to put the black in. We'll see what happens with that. Looks like I have managed to polish off yet another bottle, another whole container of black. I'm going to have to be mixing paints forever tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and just blow this around. Just to You know what? That is gray. I'm glad I noticed that. Scrape that right off fast. Well, this may actually be the only black pour that I do tonight because I don't know if I've got enough to do the other canvas, but all well and good. I probably should go to bed anyways. My husband's working overtime this weekend, so he's gone to bed early. I found myself oddly with nothing to do. I mean, I've got a ton of stuff to do, but I didn't really feel like doing anything, so I've been hanging out on Facebook, looking for some hiking pants for winter, and I don't know, I got all kinds of pictures that I need to edit, but sometimes a girl just needs to have this creative outlet. At least that's how I feel lately. I just want to make beautiful paintings. I suppose that if I'm feeling inspired, it's very good to take advantage of that because sometimes in life we lose our inspiration and it kind of sucks. So we gotta strike that iron while we're hot. Now, one really quick thing, I wanted to show you a tip that I have been doing. So you know how you use the gloves and then you just snap them off, and then I have like this graveyard of nitrile gloves. I was using this paint earlier and I had just a tiny bit left in this little cup, and I really didn't feel like getting a square of the kind of sticky, I forgot what it's called. It's a type of, it's like almost cellophane type stuff, but it's for, you just put it on top and it sticks only on one side. I forgot the name of it. And I was like, oh look, I can put the glove on there and it keeps the air out so it stays liquid. And then you can just use it the next day. So that's my tip of reusing your gloves at least one time. Okay, So I have my canvas flooded here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop. So I go up. Wow, there we go. Pop any bubbles that may have been in it. Okay. I actually can tell that I may have had two slightly different blacks here. I don't know how I would have done that since I always use the same black, but probably it's because one didn't get mixed up as well as the other. Who knows? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do a metallic pour. I'm gonna do so this is a wider than normal canvas. Usually I've been doing the square canvases. In this case, I'm gonna do a puddle and a puddle and then just kind of blow it out. So I'm gonna do a smaller puddle down here, a larger puddle up here. This is the bronze by Artist Loft. I'm gonna put some of the copper by Artist Loft on that. It also might be the Liquitex. They're almost identical. I can't really tell the difference. They're both shiny. They're both pretty and shiny. This is champagne gold. This is actually extreme Sheen champagne gold. It's basically like the old gold, but it's a little buffer, or a little lighter, a little more sand colored. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the actual old gold, and the actual old gold is very it's very warm. It's very like a honey shade, amberish in appearance. So I'm not really sure how this is going to come out. It may be a complete and total fail. Who knows? I mean, about 50% of everything I make ends in disaster, and I'm okay with that because I can just go ahead and redo it later. So I'm going to go ahead and flood around the outside edge of these two puddles. So I have lots of black to push over with my blow dryer. And I'm going to go ahead and push out this one first and then that one afterwards. Hopefully this doesn't end in disaster. Actually quite pretty. The old gold seems to be the primary color that popped up, but there's got some gorgeous cells over here that are showing. Go ahead and pop all through here. I think it's very pretty. I don't know whether to keep torching or what. I am getting some deep bubbles to come up by continuing to go over this. I love the way this is so subtly kind of blended into the black. See, when I go over that, it kind of just... I love this corner. This one's my favorite part. The old gold is very thick there. I don't know if I can really do anything to thin it. Old gold tends to, all the metallics tend to kind of crinkle up when you're torching them. I suppose I might be able to develop a little bit more of this. So it's like where there's the metallics underneath, if I torch it, it pops up. Where there's metallics on top, if I torch it, the black pops up instead. Very interesting how that works. See, like I just lost all that by doing that. I'm not going to blow any of this because I have learned that doing the hand blowing, although it's tempting to do it and I see a lot of artists doing it, I don't like the results myself. I've never really had really good results doing it. I'm kind of a firm believer in allowing the art to just happen. And in this case, it's happened like this. And I like this art form because it's not something that I have any sense of I can't deliberately create it, I guess I should say. I just add the ingredients and the oven is what creates. It's like throwing all kinds of stuff into your oven, and then it chooses whether it's going to give you a banana bread or a, you know, or it's going to give you a pumpkin pie or something. So now this is really beautiful. I love the way these cells have opened up. I love the way it's kind of fades in and out of the black. I think my least favorite spot is up here where the old gold is very heavy. But when that dries, it's going to be gorgeous because it will just be glistening. And there's a lot of little variations in it that you can see. You may not be able to see it being, you know, filming face down, but I'll zoom in and kind of give you some close-up shots of this. I love the lacing across here, and I love this. It's almost like a cloud effect. It reminds me of intestines. I'm really into biology and anatomy and stuff, so that's what that reminds me of. It's very visceral looking. It kind of reminds me of the viscera. Oh, what would you call it? I forgot. It's the oh, I forgot the word. Anyways, it's part of the intestines. It's all that leafy, frondy type of fatty tissue all around the outside of the intestines. It's quite beautiful, and it looks like it's been splatted down here on top of this black canvas. Love this corner. I don't think it could have come out any nicer had I tried. And I do know that this is probably going to dry stunningly because the black canvases always dry so beautifully. Especially with these vague little semi-transparent sort of hints of color. And since it was done 100% in metallics, this is going to shine beautifully. Now, so I love the copper that got really heavy right here, and I love the way it's just kind of isolated over here. I'm really, really happy with this. I think it's gorgeous. Let me go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to put autofocus back on. I'm going to kind of go back in here. I'll let it zoom for you. I'll kind of move it around, but this right here is what I was talking about by the little, the cloud looking effect. I've wanted to try a cloud pour for a very long time. Cloud pour or a pearl pour. I can just never get them to work no matter what I do. So maybe I will attempt it again at some point in the future, but I don't know. All right, let me pull this over here. This is the edge of the copper where it goes from copper into the champagne, maybe a bronze actually, and then fades out to black. I love the faded look there. We got some more cloud effects right here, which I think is gorgeous. And this is a unique little feature right here where you've got the copper, and the cells that popped up through the copper are of either the bronze or one of the golds. Out here we've got islands that have appeared, like again, like the cloud islands. I'm not sure if they're going to continue to expand over time. It's, you know, I may wake up in the morning and they may entirely be altered or popped up through there. Who knows? And I think that this right over here is really cool looking at, oops, I lost focus. Why? Probably because it's black on black. Anyways, this right here I find gorgeous because it reminds me of like a cosmic body. You know, like a galaxy that is kind of being, you know, drawn towards another galaxy. And again, some more cloud looks here. Here's a couple of cloud islands there. I love this. This reminds me of intestines down here. Got some more of these pearly islands appearing at the edge. And over here in the corners where we have some serious lacing going on with the gold and the black underneath. And I like the way the copper has mixed with the champagne gold to make almost a pinkish tone. Very fleshy, very pink. Over here on this outer region, we have a lot more of the pearling or the the cloud effects. Actually, you really can't see it as well here because I have the ISO turned down in the camera, but right here is a beautiful section of purling or cloud. And then it just kind of keeps working over until you get out here. And then back to the big gold center. Now the big gold center, as I said, it has a lot of little textures inside of it, so it's not like it's just this big blob of gold. There is detail, and it's just a matter of getting up close to look at it. So overall, I think it's absolutely stunning. I'm thrilled with the results. And I can't wait to see what it looks like tomorrow morning. I want to see if the pearls and the clouds keep developing. I find that this type of painting, in some circumstances, it's like a Polaroid in the sense that it will continue to develop over time. Not always. Sometimes, I expect there to be changes and there really isn't. Sometimes, there's been a few times where I've woken up and I've been like, oh, what happened to this beautiful thing? And that happened the other day actually with a blue painting that I did. It was a 100% water Dutch pour, and I was just devastated that it just melted. And of course I decided that I was never going to do a water only pour after that because it's just not worth it. So anyways, here is my beautiful black base all metallic Dutch pour for tonight. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Again, I'm not publishing these to be tutorials. I'm publishing these because I have spent 2 years kind of trying to get back into the art world. I want to be able to document my art. I want to be able to document my growth as an artist. I want to be able to go back in a year and refer to something that I loved, that I wanted to do again, and see how I did it. And I want to share this with other people. So you happen to be the people that I'm sharing it with. And maybe you'll learn something. If so, then this is a teaching video. Otherwise, maybe just, have camaraderie with other artists, share techniques, learn from each other, and just be part of a community. But this is a very personal journey for me, and I don't know exactly what the end point's going to be, but I do think that expressing myself artistically, especially in this form, it's a lovely way to engage my mind. So I definitely enjoy it. So don't think of this as like me teaching everyone how to do it, but it's, I'll try to give you as much information as possible. And otherwise, at this point, I would just ask you to please subscribe to my channel. I need 100 subscribers in order to get my custom channel name. I need 1,000 to be able to go live. I didn't realize that, and it's like, oh no, well, how am I going to go live? Apparently I can't until I have 1,000 subscribers. So that's a pretty hefty goal. In the meanwhile, you can follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/quantumartistic or facebook.com/quantumartistic. And of course, I do have a website that I try to update regularly, although lately I haven't been able to keep up with my paintings and the photography and the website. But you can see my other quilt artwork on there too, and that is quantumartistic.com. Okay, I will photograph this once it's dry, and I will publish real nice detailed photos of it at that point, but I'm expected to be a couple of days. And meanwhile, please subscribe. I'm begging. No, I'm actually not. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. But hopefully we'll see you again. This has been really fun. It's a great experience for me. So we will see you again. I'm assuming probably tomorrow night. I've been able to do these about once a night, so we will see you all then. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Bye-bye.